OWS or Open Wearable Stereo Earbuds have been gaining popularity lately, and this one example we have here is from Kiwi Ears, dubbed the Attiva. It only costs around $40 or around 2,300 Philippine peso on their website, which you can check in the description box below if you're interested, but for that price, you're looking at a basic OWS with better features than a cheap one. If you're not sure who this type of earbud is for, basically it's mostly for outdoor sports or fitness activities with a focus on comfortability while allowing the user to hear what's going on around them. However, they can also use this for indoor exercise among others. The main downside of using OWS is the significant drop in audio quality since the speakers are hanging outside your ear and not inside. In a way, it's like listening to a speaker, but that speaker is so tiny that it is so close to your ears. So if what you're looking for in fitness earbuds is loud and bass pumping sound quality, this isn't for you. Generally speaking, OWS has one of the worst bass quality. There are options out there that are a bit more expensive and have decent bass, but they're still not going to be as good as in-ear or regular earbuds. OWS buds usually suffer from tinny sound quality, and the Attiva is no different. But when choosing the right OWS, the sound quality should at least be loud, clear, and not too tinny when listening to either music or podcasts. In the case of Attiva, it's not the worst nor the best in playback quality with its 15100 PU titanium composite dynamic drivers. However, they do sound good enough even for me who's used to better sounding earbuds and earphones. What's mostly notable is how loud it can get, albeit you need to be around 80 to 90% most of the time to properly hear what you're listening to. The Attiva also supports AAC and SBC codec as well as Bluetooth 5.4, but more expensive models have LDAC support. While the main purpose of OWS is to provide the best comfort and constant awareness, the typical features you get from a regular earbud are still present, such as 3 sound modes on the Attiva: music mode for regular music or video listening, gaming mode for low latency, which works exceptionally well when I try playing PC and mobile games, and transparent mode, which lets you hear your surroundings. Perhaps the most interesting feature of Attiva is the presence of active noise cancellation. With just a double tap on the touch surface of the bud, you can switch between ANC and transparent mode. I will say that ANC still works, although just not as effective as an in-ear earbud. It won't cancel out most loud noises like a dog barking or people talking, but it'll minimize them to a certain extent, especially the low-end sound of ambient noise. The same applies to transparent mode, which is an important feature to look for since this will further improve your awareness with the buds on. It will slightly elevate the noise in your surroundings just to make you more attentive. The most important feature to look for in an OWS is comfortability, of course. To achieve this, the design of the buds themselves should be light, flexible, and capable of some kind of water resistance. The Attiva carries IPX5 protection, meaning it's not tested to protect itself against dust, but it's been tested to still work even when it's rained or accidentally spilled on. At this price, that's about right. More expensive models come with better and higher protection that's even capable of water submersion. Unfortunately, if you're planning to use the Attiva for swimming, that's not recommended. When it comes to the build of the buds, the Attiva is light and flexible thanks to the silicone band. It's also functional thanks to the LED indicator and the large touch surface. In all fairness, the buds almost immediately recognize my actions, whether it's keeping a track or adjusting the volume level. Controls will vary per manufacturer, but more controls are always appreciated. Luckily, these have everything you need, including answering or rejecting calls, skipping tracks, and activating voice assistance. For some reason, the earbuds don't notify you when someone's calling. You have to rely on your watch or phone. But as far as mic quality goes, it's no different from speaking on a phone. It's clear and relatively loud. You may have to speak a bit louder if you have soft voice, but if there's one thing you should know about OWS, it's not easy to wear, especially if you wear glasses and have long hair. You can kind of work around it, but it will feel unnatural, so the tendency is you're going to remove your glasses and adjust the buds again. That's one thing to take note of. For battery life, OWS usually has longer playtime than regular earbuds since they have bigger designs. More often than not, it's not going to be a problem. With the Attiva, each bud features 60 mAh cell, offering up to 35 hours of playback on a single charge. The case with a 500 mAh adds almost 200 hours more. A full charge via the USB-C port will take only about an hour. Some cases come with wireless charging support, but if you're okay with wired charging, it's not going to be a big deal. Lastly, if you're solely using OWS for workouts, it's important to take note of the size of the case. You definitely don't want the case bulging in your pocket and limiting your movements. While Attiva has a wider case than others, it's worth noting that most OW cases are big and wide. But that's what you need to know when choosing the right OWS earbuds. Some may use it for fitness, others may use it for commuting. As for me, I use it almost every time except when playing games or watching a series or movie. I really like the comfortability offered by OWS despite the downgrade in audio quality. But that's it for this one. Drop a sub or like if you feel like supporting the channel, and as always, until the next one, stay safe.